Palm Springs Stadium with a clean top of the first. Ortega, a couple of strikeouts to get through it for the Jacks. The A's to the mound. I'm Nash Walker with George Hathaway. Excited to bring you PSCL baseball this beautiful Monday morning.
Really great start for Ortega and the Lumberjacks. Now it's up to Abby and the A's, see what they can do and mimic that. As you know, it's still 0-0, bottom of the first inning. Wider strike zone today, Nash. You noticed that a little bit, so the player's going to have to get adjusted to that as Trudeau stepping up for the Lumberjacks.
A couple of power players on this Jacks lineup. Richie Amaviska. This is Colton Trudeau. He's playing right field today. Trevor Eby. His first pitch is a fastball up and in, ball one. So a clean first, 0-0, A's Jacks. PSCL action. Eby to Trudeau. Landon Levine is on deck. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs. 1-1 on Trudeau. And there's a ball. It'll be 2-1.
Colton Trudeau, a righty at 5'11", from Los Medanos, a freshman there.
2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Good pitches so far from Eby, starting things out on the hill for the A's.
Ortega was very good in the top of the first. A couple of strikeouts. 2-2, foul tip. It'll be Trudeau, Levine, Pontoli here in the first. So two Palm Springs power players in the first three hitters. Schwalbach batting fourth. Drake Bicknell fifth. Amaviska 6, Truss 7, Powers 8, Mejia 9. He'll be the extra hitter, and batting 10th is Little. The 3-2. Hit into right field, popped up. Coming in is Kuhn. Makes the call and catch for out number 1. Score at 9 on your books as Landon Levine steps in. Levine has led off a few times for the Power. Hit second in their latest win. Now batting second here for the Jacks. Eby looks in, A's in the red. White pants, breaking ball in for a strike. Pitching to the Jacks in green.
Levine, the sophomore from Dixie State. Heard a lot about him if you've been tuning into our Power broadcast as well. One of those guys. Hit the ball well, and he's also a great base runner, too, on top of it. Stolen a few bases throughout for the Power this season. He's also not afraid to get hit by the ball either.
There's a ball outside trying to get him to chase. It's 1-2 with one out here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 A's Jacks. Landon Levine at the plate for the Lumberjacks. Here's the Eby working from the windup. Comes home, foul back.
That's another thing about Levine. He's not afraid to keep fighting at the plate and swinging. No matter what the pitch really is, he likes to go for it. And he makes some good contact as well. A hard hitter.
Landon playing center field today. He's taken for a ball. Ball 2. It's 2-2. Temperature is 96 degrees in a clear sky. Palm Springs morning. George Hathaway, Nash Walker. The 2-2. Upstairs runs the count full. Had some good PSCL games so far, George. Some tight contests. These guys come out there ready to go. We always wonder, many coming from their college seasons, if the pitchers will be ahead of the hitters. There's ball 4. So a good walk for Landon Levine. He'll reach first with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first. And here's Harrison Pontoli, who's gotten off to a wonderful start for the Palm Springs Power. Just showed up and he's got on base at a ridiculous clip.
Yeah, last time, his first game a few nights ago, got on base all 6 plate appearances. And one of those star players. However, they did end up losing that game, but Power able to bounce back though.
First pitch is a ball upstairs with Levine leading off first. We'll see if he takes off. A lot of guys use this league to get better, stealing bases, taking pitches. If there are swing changes they make, this is the time to get those reps. Throw over, Levine is back safely. Mason Schwalbach is on deck from McHenry County College. The 1-0. In there for a strike.
Only 1 out here, bottom of the first, and with Levine on first, wouldn't be surprised if they told him to go steal. He's very quick over there with a sizable lead.
The 1-1 is up, ball 2. Trevor Eby, 8 1/3. From Palm Desert, played at Saddleback, gave up 11 runs. The 2-1, up and away, ball 3.
Good eye there from the lefty, Harrison Pontoli. Realizing that it is going to be a wider strike zone today, and just knowing that strike zone is important.
3-1 on Pontoli, and he walks. He's been an on-base machine here at Palm Springs Stadium. He's aboard. First and second, 1 out for Mason Schwalbach.
Hagan, who's behind the plate. Don Bray. Also with Eby having a meeting on the bump real quick. Don Bray, 2021 PSCL Manager of the Year.
Superstar.
He really is. He's amazing. He's also one of the assistant coaches for the Palm Springs Power as well. As he's just talking things over with Eby and Hagan. After Eby just walked 2 straight batters, Levine and Pontoli.
So Levine at second, Harrison Pontoli at first for the big lefty Schwalbach. Mason Schwalbach, McHenry County College, a freshman. He's playing first base today, also listed as a catcher. Big frame. Here's Eby, comes home, foul back.
That was a hard swing there from Schwalbach. If he was able to get that ball out in front of him, it would have been trouble for the A's as Levine in scoring position on second.
A lot of fastballs here from Eby. 0-1, 1 out, bottom of the first, 0-0, Jacks at the plate. Half swing and a miss on a fastball. The top of the zone, that's strike 2 on Schwalbach.
Good four-seam fastball there from Eby, up high in the zone. But Schwalbach just couldn't get out in front of it.
Lights up the eyes, George. I used to swing at that pitch constantly. 0-2, 1 out. That's in there. Strike 3 called on Mason Schwalbach, and that's out number 2. So Eby bounces back from back-to-back walks to get the K. 2 down now. Here's Drake Bicknell. College of the Desert. Freshman there. He's catching today. Batting 5th. First and second, Levine at second. Pontoli over at first. Here's Eby from the stretch. First pitch is in there for strike 1.
After that meeting with Hagan and Don Bray, Eby's just kind of been lighting it up, striking out Schwalbach. And it looks like Don Bray really got him motivated, it seemed like,
Well,
to just do better.
That's how you win Manager of the Year, George.
Exactly.
You go out there, you calm your pitcher down. That's foul back 0-2. So 5 straight strikes since the mound visit. And Bray's team finished in 8th last year. Yet he won Manager of the Year. So he really pulled a lot out of a team and may not have had the highest of expectations.
And starting out this year, A's already 1-0. They won their first game on Sunday. Looking to go 2-0 today. And this is the Lumberjacks' first game of the PSCL season. Going to be getting used to each other here on the fields. Wondering if that extra game for the A's might help them out a little bit.
Here's the 0-2 from Eby. Way high, ball 1.
The four-seam fastball from Eby gets in the low 80s. As that's really his go-to pitch.
Bridger Holmes. There's a throw over to first. Looks like they got him. He's out. What a throw down from Hagen. Gets Pontoli leading, and that's out number 3. 0-0 after 1. When we come back, A's will go to the plate. Zero-zero ball game. Top of the second. Ortega back to the mound for the Jacks. A's to the plate. Xander Bretza was 2 for 2 in his first game. He'll come up here as the extra hitter. He's batting cleanup today.
Ortega had a really strong top of the first inning, striking out 2 batters and allowing no hits. I mean, there still have been no hits in the ball game. As we go to the top of the second, going to be a really good pitching duel, I believe, throughout the game with Ortega and Eby, both starting things out for their respective teams.
Bretza, UNLV from Santa Ana, California. First pitch from Ortega. Clips the upper corner. Strike 1. Bretza, Perez, Moore in the top half of the second here for the A's. Ortega comes set, comes home. Ball upside. Christopher Perez on deck. Ortega, two strikeouts in the top of the first, excuse me. Ball down and away, 2-1. This A's club had 6 hits in the opener. 2 doubles. Walked 3 times, struck out 10 times. That's fouled back to a 2. So 10 strikeouts. They stole 4 bases. And early on here, already 2 strikeouts.
Yeah, speaking with A's manager Don Bray, he said he really likes to utilize stealing the bases. It's great to help the kids know, and they're also pretty good at it as well. One of those things they really practice and work on as a team is stealing bases, because that puts them in better position to score more runs.
2-2. Chop to second. Powers picks it up, throws on to first. There's out number 1.
Very similar to how it started out at the top of the first inning, a ground out. As Ortega looking to repeat it with 2 more strikeouts to retire the inning. Let's see if we can do it here with Perez now batting.
Christopher Perez was 0 for 1 in the opener. That's from the right side. Playing second base today for the A's. 1 down, top of the second. Ortega to Perez. First pitch in there, strike 1. Ortega really establishing that fastball in the zone, George, early on in counts.
Both pitchers have a really solid fastball, as they're both able to get up in the zone and really utilize that. There's another one.
Fouled away, it's 0-2. Guys still trying to get to know each other, coming from many different places onto these PSCL rosters. O2 Ortega. Just missed. Might have crossed up Bicknell there. Thought that may have been a strike, but the way it was caught, I think, fooled the home plate umpire.
Just painting the upper half of that zone. Trying to utilize the strike zone and establish it early on and see where home plate umpire likes to call those strikes.
That's hit out to third, picked up by Pontoli. He throws on to first, out number 2. Good throw. And there's 2 down for Ortega in the top half of the second. The Jacks are managed by Sam DiMatteo. As Perez grounds out to third, that'll bring up Moore. Moore making his season debut.
Sebastian Moore, the lefty.
64 games. Dana Hill High School, hit .233, 4 homers, George.
We saw a home run in the last, on Sunday with the chill. One of the first home runs we've seen here at the stadium. I mean, it's a very deep ballpark here at Palm Springs Stadium. 400 dead center, and then 350 left field, right field.
Yeah, George, we did see a home run. I think that's the only one so far this year, right? Just one homer?
At the stadium, yes. I mean, we've seen nothing yet in the power. They're looking to do that tomorrow night. We'll have to see there.
0-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2, excuse me. Yeah, I posted a clip of us calling that home run, and I got a response that said, you need to be more excited. I said, I'll be excited when the power hit one. Not a power home run. It was a 3-run homer for Winters of the, that's fouled back, Inland Valley Bucks. Ortega pounding the zone, getting ahead. We'll see how long DiMatteo lets him go. You know, they're trying to get work for a lot of guys here, especially early on. See what they have. Many of them here rack up some innings. That's hit back to Ortega. He throws over to Schwalbach. That's out number 3. 6 up, 6 down for Ortega when we come back, home half of the second inning. EB back to the mound for the A's. We're scoreless. It's the bottom of the second. Coming back up is Drake Bicknell. He'll get a clean count after Pontoli was thrown out at first.
This is a good reset for Bicknell, being able to just kind of figure it out. Already kind of faced EB once, and now he's going for him again.
Let's hit out to short. That'll get through for the game's first hit. It's a leadoff single for Bicknell from College of the Desert. That'll bring up Richie Amaviska.
Yeah, Richie Amaviska, another one of those power guys we see on this Lumberjacks team. Really going to help, Levine, Pontoli, Amaviska really build a bond with each other just by having all 3 of them on the same PSCL team.
Richie playing shortstop has bounced around the infield for the power. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Bicknell on board with a single through the hole, left side of the infield.
Amaviska batting .200 with the power, looking to just get some good reps in here in the PSCL. Good eye there from him, though.
One and one. Amaviska breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 2.
Hagen's done really well behind the plate for the A's. Already has 1 throwdown, but what's good about him is he keeps the ball in front of him, doesn't let anything go by him, causing any trouble for the A's defensively.
The 2-1 from Evie is hit out to center field. Riley's got to play. It's out number 1. Richie gets jammed a bit. flies out to center. One down, here's Truss.
Hillman Truss batted 195 at Lincoln University. Just transferred there previously from Delaware State. Had 17 hits, 12 RBIs.
Check over on Bicknell. He's back. Play every day in the PSCL. Streams on this YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us. First pitch, slider in for a strike. A lot of talent out here at Palm Springs Stadium, George.
A lot of great guys out here. Being able to just kind of be around them, talking to them.
Ball in the dirt from Eby. One and one, one out, bottom of the second, no score, A's Jacks. Jacks at the plate. Truss, the DH today. The 1-1. Fouled into the A's dugout. It's 1-2. It's been a hot couple days in Palm Springs. I believe the high today is only 100. We'll take that.
Seems a little cool.
1-2. Called strike 3. Truss is down looking. That's out number 2. And that'll bring up Powers. Bicknell still at first after the leadoff signal. That one's fouled off to the right side on a breaking ball. I believe George Mejia on deck is also a member of the Power. Hasn't played a whole lot. Couple of pinch hit appearances. 0-1, fastball. Ball 1. One and one. Eby to Powers. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-1.
Have some action in the Lumberjacks bullpen. Looks to be Luke Guest warming up over there.
2-1 from Eby, gets a swing and a miss. And after the leadoff single, he's one strike away from a clean second inning. A couple of strikeouts on his ledger already.
I bet if you're Don Bray, you're probably happy to see that. You know, giving up a hit and then also shutting it down after.
Bicknell takes off. It's strike 3 anyway. 3 strikeouts for Eby. Gets through the second at 0-0 and we come back top of the third. Jack Moulin to the plate in a scoreless ball game. Top of the third, Ortega back to the mound. Couple of strikeouts, 6 up, 6 down for him. So he'll get a third inning.
Moulin, the 6-foot righty from Regis University. Did pretty solid there this year.
First pitch from Ortega looked good. Call the ball.
Good framing from behind the plate from Bicknell to really bring up that breaking ball that was a little lower. Put in the frame, but home plate umpire still called a ball.
Drake looked back, I think, asking where that pitch was. That's foul back. We have not had a ball come into the box, but I am confident we will. Many, many games ahead.
We're ready to jump up if need be. Somebody needs to record our pop-up time, Nash.
I'm excited.
How good we can do.
I'm excited to see how many souvenirs we get. I just want a power player to hit a ball up here. 1-1 foul back. We'll take PSCL though.
Oh yeah. Really, whoever. Get a free souvenir, take it home.
We'll go down, get it signed.
Might be worth some money one day.
1-2 on Moulin. Ortega comes set. And comes home. Ball outside. 2-2. Just one hit in the ball game. It was a Bicknell single. These two teams are boogieing along. Bryan and Hagen coming up. Following Moulin. 2-2 is jammed. Here's Pontoli. Throws on to first. There's out number 1. That one hurts, George. In on the hands. Almost snapped his back. May have broken his bat.
Sounded like it did break the bat a little bit. I mean, probably splinted it. Didn't really snap in half. Haven't seen too many broken bats between the Power and PSCL this year. Really solid contact, but that looked like it just kind of got
It was a great
sweet
pitch.
spot, yeah.
Good pitch on 2-2. Fastball busting in. And here's Bryan, the first baseman. Bryan hits it out to short. Richie Amaviska throws him out. No, he's called safe. I thought for sure.
It looked like it from up here.
That was a great play by Richie. Widely regarded as the best defender on the Power.
And I think on that play, Amaviska turned the opposite way. And instead of turning to the left, if he turned more to the right, maybe he could have gotten there in time.
He did look out to me, George, but we're not down there.
No, we're not.
Here's Hagen. Be an infield single for Bryan. Give him credit for busting down the line. Decently hit ball straight up the middle, and Richie got over there, showed some strong range.
Jack Hagen, the 6'2 righty from UW Whitewater, a freshman there.
Wisconsin. 1 out. Pitches outside. So a hit apiece now for the A's and Lumberjacks. Top of the third, no score. We'll have another game for you at 11:30. Some warming in the batting cages. 1-0. Inside again, chopped away to the left side.
Few games going on around Palm Springs. Also the turf field right over in right center. Behind the wall, they have a turf game going on over there as well. So 2 games going on at once here in beautiful Palm Springs, California. Not a cloud in the sky, Nash, either. It's a beautiful day for some morning baseball.
1-0 on Hagen. Bryan leading off first. Hit out to second, chance for 2. Powers goes to Amaviska. Over to 1. It's a double play. 4-6-3 double play for the Jacks. Finishes off the top of the third. When we come back, it'll be Mejia, Little, and the pitcher Ortega. Jacob Mejia to the dish in a 0-0 ball game. Bottom half of the third. 3 scoreless innings for Ortega. It's the ground ball double play to finish off the top half. 1 hit apiece. First pitch from Eby to Mejia's in there for a strike. So we have seen Jacob for the power, George.
Has 1 plate appearance for the power. He was hit by a pitch. And that's the only time we've seen him. But expect to see him a little bit more, especially if he's doing really well here in the PSCL. Can get on base, can hit the ball well. And Mejia, freshman at Riverside Community College. 6 foot on the dot.
1-1 is hit to first. Fair ball taken by Bryan. There's out number 1. They say never to say it, but it's been a swift ball game so far, George.
Really has been. I was just actually thinking of that, Nash, and nobody's scored yet. 1 hit apiece for both teams. It's been a really great pitching day between the both teams as well. It's just what you like to see in baseball. Really solid. You don't see that too often anymore. Pitchers going the distance, having really good shutout games.
So
but
here's
knock on
Little.
wood.
Yes, exactly. Here's Little. First pitch is a ball. Little playing left field, batting 10th today. So an extra hitter in these lineups for some extra plate appearances. 10 batters. Don't see that very often. 1-1, 1 out, Eby to Little. Ball outside.
Joey Little, Fort Scott Community College, a freshman there.
The 2-1 from Eby, who has 3 strikeouts already. Hit into right field for a base hit. It's hit number 2 for the Jacks. And Little's aboard.
That's what you like to see from your guy batting in the bottom of the rotation, getting on base, which now brings us to the top of the order.
Little fires his Evo Shield pads to the dugout. Here's Trudeau. He flew out to right to lead off the ball game. Or to lead off the bottom half of the third, excuse me. Trudeau playing right field. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Two hits now for the Jacks. And the Green Unis. Check on Little at first. Looks like the Blue Sox down there in the batting cages.
They play the Coyotes at 11:30.
Breaking ball in there for strike 2. Good pitch from Eby. As Dom Bray examines his bullpen sheet. See how far Eby goes into this game. 0-2's a swing and a miss, but gets by Hagen. And that's strike 3.
Looks like Billy Hamm warming up for the A's in the bullpen. We've seen a little bit of action from both teams, but both pitchers doing really well in the ball game. Just trying to loosen up some arms just in case they do end up needing them if things kind of go bad.
Trudeau is down on strikes, but moving up to second on the drop. Third strike is Little. So runner in scoring position for Landon Levine, who walked in the first. Reached second before Pontoli was thrown out, leaning off first base. So Eby to Levine with Little at second. Scoreless ball game, bottom of the third. Big breaking ball. Good pitch in there for a strike.
Just got that bottom half of the strike zone there. It's a beautifully placed ball from Eby on the bump. Really working all sides of the strike zone today.
The 0-1 to Levine. Another breaking ball. And if he hit it, he barely hit it. It's 0-2.
Levine still making contact. That's what you like to see from him there, is he's never afraid to swing. Seen that in the power as well.
The 0-2. Looks like he went. Yes, he did. Strike 3. Hagen throws down to first. Couple of strikeouts. Finish up the third for Eby. He's got 5 on the day. We're scoreless through 3. When we come back, the A's come back to the plate. Stirrups to the mound on Luke Guest. 6'5", 205. The right-hander stands tall. He'll enter the game for Ortega, who was outstanding.
Luke Guest also attended Neosho County Community College, a freshman there. Bats lefty but throws right. First pitching changed the ball game, and a scoreless game is their top 4 now.
Ortega, final line, 3 innings, just 1 hit. No runs, no walks, 2 strikeouts. As Cook leads it off, his first at-bat of the game. It'll be Cook, Middleton, Riley due up in the top half of the 4th for the A's. Here's Guest, first pitch, down and in, ball 1. Just 3 hits combined through 3 innings for these clubs. We've seen a lot of high-scoring ball games at Palm Springs Stadium so far this year. That looked good, but it's called a ball outside. 2-0 on Cook.
Been a really solid day of baseball here for both teams.
That's hit out to left. It's falling fast. It'll drop in for a hit down the left field line. Cook rounds first. He'll stay there. It's a leadoff single.
Again, what you want to see from that guy batting 10th, is that's what they do here in the PSCL. Bringing up the top of the order now. Maybe put the A's in a good position here, as they have a record of 1-0 so far. Looking to make it 2-0 here tonight.
Middleton let off the game with a grounder to short. As Cook heads for second, pitch gets away, he'll be in safely. Cook is in with a stolen base. And now runner on second, nobody out. prime scoring opportunity for the A's in a scoreless ball game, top of the fourth.
Don Bray, he likes to steal. He's not afraid of giving the sign, telling them to go. He did it a lot, 4 times in their victory over the Bombers.
The 1-0 from Guest is way outside, 2-0. Yanked that fastball. And Middleton in a prime position here at 2-0 with Cook at second. Whole right side of the infield is pretty much wide open with Powers playing close to the bag, holding the runner and Cook. Middleton waits, right-handed batter's box, the 2-0, upstairs 3-0.
There it is with the four-seamer again. A lot of these Lumberjacks pitchers like to throw up high in the zone fastballs. Seen it all day between Ortega and now with Guest.
Ortega did not allow a runner to reach second. And for Guest, the first hitter he faces, single steals. There's strike one on Middleton. Guest trying to get back into this count.
That's what you want to see from your pitcher. Being able to fight back with Middleton up in the count, 3-0, now making it 3-1.
The 3-1. Down and in, it's ball 4. First and second, nobody out. And here's Riley, who struck out swinging in the first. Single and a walk to lead off the fourth for the A's against Luke Guest. It's Cook at second, Middleton at first. Riley, the center fielder, now with a chance to drive in the game's first run.
It's going to be a low-scoring game, but it's been a great job with pitching.
Let's see if Guest can get out of this jam. Still nobody out. There go the runners. It's a double steal. Throw it on to second. Is there. And he's called safe. Powers missed the tag as Middleton gets down to second. Throw was offline, but right there.
It was a good throw, and you're right. Powers just missed a tag on that one. And good base running from Middleton to kind of jump over the tag and then able, while in midair, change direction and tag second.
Don Bray calling double steal. Or maybe just giving his guys the green light. We don't know, but either way, Riley with a chance. Base hit, likely scores 2. It's a ball inside.
No outs, too, with 2 runners in scoring position with the A's.
Two and 0 on Riley. Guest has come in, trying to find the zone. And the 2-0. Bounces in front of the plate. It's 3-0.
That's Bicknell behind the plate, keeping the ball in front of him. Kind of like a hockey goalie, making sure that ball just stays out in front, able to get on top of it. And it's Riley giving the signs, nobody steal.
Top of the fourth, no score. A's at the plate, second and third. It's Riley. Luke Guest comes home. There's strike one.
It's all about finding the rhythm now for Luke Guest on the mound. Giving up a run, walking a guy. With Riley up in the count 3-1, is just kind of finding that rhythm, putting it up full count.
3-1 way inside and down at Riley's feet. It's ball 4. The bases are loaded with nobody out, and here's Campagna.
Lumberjacks gonna go to the mound, talk things over. No action in the bullpen.
Sam DiMatteo is out to chat with Guest. The bases are loaded. Campagna, the DH, struck out looking in the first. That was against Ortega. And DiMatteo maybe telling his pitcher, you're a strikeout and a double play from escaping. There's always a way out, George.
There's a will, there's a way. And similarly, let's see if the magic from DiMatteo after talking things over on the mound can work out here with Campagna at the plate.
Campagna, the DH, in the 3-hole.
It's a 0-0 ball game, top of the 4th. Really good pitching duel between the Lumberjacks and A's here in this beautiful Monday morning.
A's trying to get on the board. Wild swing and a miss. First pitch breaking ball. It's 0-1. Guest put himself into this jam. Leadoff single. Stolen base from EB. Couple of walks have loaded the bases. Pontoli, the edge of the grass at third base. Assume he'll touch third, go to 1 on a ground ball. May come home, depending on how hard it's hit. Force it any bag, nobody out. The 0-1 to Campagna. Inside. Check swing, barely went.
That was up high and tight there, that pitch from Guest. Good job from Campagna not to go swing at that.
1-1, bases loaded, no score, top of the 4th. Guest comes home to Campagna, breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Curveball, nasty on 1-1. And now Guest can go any way, really, George. Maybe fastball up. Another one of those breaking balls.
We've seen him throw the fastball up high, the 4-seamer.
1-2. Swing and a miss. It is a fastball. The upper part of the zone. Strike 3, a huge strikeout there from Guest. And that'll bring out Bretza with 1 out. The bases are still loaded.
That's the momentum you need right there. If you're a Guest in the Lumberjacks with bases loaded, striking out the batter.
Third strikeout of the game for the A's. And Bretza, who had a couple hits in the opener, grounded out to second to lead off the second inning, is up now in a big spot. Guest comes home. Breaker in there for a strike. So since that mound visit again, George, another pitcher finding their rhythm. We saw it on the other side with Eby. Luke Guest, 6'5". The 0-1 is outside.
Xander Bretza from UNLV. Looking to get on base for the first time today, bring in maybe a run, maybe 2.
Bretza's the extra hitter in today's contest, the second DH, if you will. The 1-1, chopped up the middle where they have a chance for 2. Coming home is Guest. They get the force at home, and now 2 down. So that's as good as a strikeout. Going up to first is Bretza. No damage, and there's 2 outs.
Just a slow chopper. Right up the middle, the Guest has hit him right in the glove. Good placement there.
It's a 1-2 fielder's choice. Cut down at the plate is Cook. Middleton is up to third. Riley's down to second, and Bretza takes first with 2 down. And now Perez grounded out to third in his first at bat. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Luke Guest tight roping, a tough situation here. Bases were loaded with nobody out. Got a big strikeout from Campagna. Fielder's choice cut down the runner at home was out number 2. And here's Perez. Another breaking ball just misses. He's really found the feel for that curveball here, George.
He's done a great job as well. Throughout this inning, put himself in a tough spot. But it's how he's able to persevere and go through it is what you like to see if you're DiMatteo.
1-1. Goes back to the curve. It's outside 2-1. So falling behind Perez here.
He's fell behind a few times this inning. Able to work out of it as well. Bases loaded still. If he can get out of this jam, or even just letting up 1 run, I think that's very good.
2-1 gets away. Coming home is Riley. Here's the throw. Dropped. Safe at the plate. Excuse me, that's Middleton coming in to score. And a costly pass ball there will make it 1-0 for the A's here in the 4th.
That throw from Bicknell just a little too low, as Guest just couldn't get the good grasp on the ball. Was in time.
So now 2nd and 3rd, 3-1 on Perez. 2 down, 1-0 A's lead after the pass ball. That's it out to first. On a line caught by Schwalbach for out number 3. 1 run on 1 hit for the A's. They lead 1-0. You're listening to PSCL Baseball. Eby back to the mound with 5 strikeouts over 3 scoreless innings. He's given up 2 hits.
Yeah, Trevor Eby. Also, his first pitch for every at-bat has been a strike 10 out of the 12 times. So he certainly, that's why he can get up in the count really well.
He returns to the mound with a 1-0 lead. Will pitch to Harrison Pontoli, who walked back in the first inning, takes a ball outside. Pontoli, an on-base machine since coming to Palm Springs. It'll be Pontoli, Schwalbach, and Bicknell. The 1-0. In there for strike 1.
Harrison Pontoli's batting .600 for the Palm Springs Power. Has a .727 on-base percentage as well. Huge help for Palm Springs Power this season.
The 1-1, breaking ball in there for strike 2. Eby, with 5 strikeouts already, is up on Pontoli 1-2. Working from the first base side of the rubber. Comes home on 1-2. Hit out to first. Bryan, overhand throw to Eby. That's some good old-fashioned PFP for out number 1.
Great job there from Bryan. Read it. Was able to get a good jump on the ball as well. Able to grab it. And of course, great running from Eby from the mound to tag up over at first. As it's been a really great game for Trevor Eby and the A's. As they're up 1-0. Bottom of the 4th.
Here's Schwalbach, who struck out looking in the first. Left-handed hitter. Caught that liner to end the top half of the 4th and limit the A's to just 1 run. They loaded the bases with nobody out. One scored on the wild pitch. Strikeout, fielder's choice, line out to get out of that inning. 1-0 is upstairs. It's 2-0. One down, bottom of the fourth. We have a 2-hour time limit on this game, or 7 innings. There's a chance we get to 7. Game started at 9 o'clock. Here's the 2-0. Upstairs, ball 3. Strike one, fastball.
Trevor Eby really likes throwing that fastball. We've seen him do him all game. It's either that or the breaking ball. That's really what he has in the arsenal for him, and it's been working out really well with 5 strikeouts.
3-1, up and away, ball 4. So Schwabach reaches with 1 out on a walk. That'll bring up Drake Bicknell, who singled back in the second. Technically seeing Eby for a second time, but he got up in the first. Pontoli was thrown out. So this is the 3rd separate time that Bicknell has stepped in. With Schwalbach at first base. Down by 1 are the Jacks. Curveball in there for strike 1.
Eby's only walked 3 guys so far. None of them able to go to second except for Levine. And that's the furthest anybody on the Lumberjacks have been all day.
3 walks, 2 hits. Wiggled his way out of some trouble. Another curveball. Drops right in, strike 2. Getting ahead with the off-speed stuff in this at-bat to Bicknell. He found the hole back in the second. One out, Schwalbach leading off first. Another curve is fouled back.
Bicknell still being able to battle at the plate. One of the 2 batters for the Lumberjacks who have gotten the base hit.
0-2, 1 out. A's lead 1-0. Eby still out there. Trying to get through a clean 4th. Breaking ball hit out to short. Fielded by Mullen. He'll go to second. High throw. Able to stay on the bag is Perez. That's out number 2. 6-4 on your scorecards. 2 down. Nice play by Mullen. Moving to his right. Falling away from the throw. And then a good stretch from Perez. We've seen some good defense here in the early going, George.
No errors in the ball game. It's been very clean throughout. This guy's just really going through the motions, keeping it simple.
Here's Richie Amaviska, the shortstop. Flew out to center in his first at-bat. Takes ball 1. 2 down, Schwalbach still at first after the walk. The 1-0 on Richie. Up and in. Ball 2.
Another high fastball there from Eby. Some action in the A's bullpen. We got Hamm over there warming up.
Billy Hamm. We're going to have a contest for the best names in the PSCL. And
That's one of them.
There are plenty. Taken for a strike. Corner of the top edge of the zone. It's 2-1. Richie trying to find his rhythm at the plate, both for the power and here in the PSCL. The 2-1. Breaking ball. Started at the front shoulder. Ended up in the zone. It's 2-2.
He's just Trevor Eby just about to crack 70 pitches on the day for him.
The 2-2. High. Full count 3-2. Richie trying to move Schwalbach at least into scoring position with 2 outs. A walk would bring Trust to the plate. He struck out looking in the second. Full count, 2 down. There goes Schwalbach. It's a called strike 3. 6 strikeouts for Trevor Eby. 4 scoreless innings. It's 1-0 A's when we come back to the 5th. Moore is back to the plate with the A's leading 1-0, top of the 5th. I'm Nash Walker with George Hathaway bringing you PSCL Baseball this beautiful Monday morning. Not a cloud in the sky. We're hoping it stays under triple digits today. It's 91 right now. Balmy 91. It's the first pitch from Guest is in for a strike.
A's up 1-0 here in the top of the 5th inning.
Trying to add on. It's a ball outside from Guest. Guest loaded the bases, gave up a single, couple walks, then struck out Campagna. Fielded a grounder to home for out number 2. And then a pitch got away to score the game's first run. Ended up getting out of the jam, surrendering just that single run to keep the Jacks in the game. The 1-1 is fouled back by Moore.
A really solid game that we have here at Palm Springs Stadium. A really low-scoring 1-0 game. The A's on top, but it's been just a great pitching day all around. That's what you like to see from these guys.
Trevor Eby, 4 scoreless for the A's, 6 strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 from Guest. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Out number 1. And strikeout number 2 for Luke Guest.
Beautiful 4-seam fastball upstairs. And it looked like it just rose too, right at the tail end of that as well.
Hard to lay off when you're down 1-2, George. Here's Moulin. Grounded out to third in the 3rd inning. Led off the 3rd inning. Breaking ball clips the outside corner, 0-1. Luke Guest, 0-1, another breaking ball, fouled back. Opening up that outside of the plate. We'll see if he goes back to the high fastball here on 0-2. Could be that slider down and away. Looking for a chase from Moulin either way. 0-2, 1 out, 1-0, top of the 5th. A's are up with a 1-0 lead. Foul back on a fastball.
Jack Moulin staying alive at the plate. 6 foot on the dot from Regis University.
Moulin, the shortstop this morning. Oh, 2, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Big breaking ball stays high. 1-2. So Guest has settled in. 4 straight outs. And a pass ball in between. 1-2, hit to right field, hooking foul. Hard hit ball down the right field line. Straighten that out and he'll be running for a while.
It's a deep outfield here at Palm Springs Stadium. If that ball can just get fair and roll, yeah, you're looking at extra bases.
The 1-2. Chopped over the head of Guest and bobbled by Powers. So Moulin will reach. Wait on an official scoring. Moulin's aboard with 1 out here on the top of the 5th. E4. Error on Powers. Ball was chopped straight into the ground. First error of the ball game. And here's Bryan, the big first baseman, singled back in the 3rd. Was left aboard on a 4-6-3 double play. That pitch gets away. Moving up to second is Moulin into scoring position. Takes a look. He'll hold up there.
Benjamin Bryan, the 6 foot, 220 from Lindenwood University, a freshman there. Big power hitter for the A's. Guy you want at bat with a runner in scoring position in a very close ball game. They're looking to extend the lead.
Lindenwood in Missouri. Leading off second is Moulin. 1 out. A's lead up to bat. Breaker outside 2-0.
Looks like Jacob Peterson warming up in the bullpen for the Lumberjacks.
Two 2-0 on Bryan. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. Blew it right by him. It's 2-1. Would you be surprised Don Bray calls a steal of third here, George?
I would not be surprised. He loves doing it. Here we go.
There he goes. Ball gets away. Moulin's down to third. Rounding third. Thinks about coming home. And we're going to wait on the call here. I'm not sure what happened. They're going to give him the run. Maybe the ball was out of play. Sam DiMatteo was going to come talk to the umpire. I'm not sure what happened there, George. The ball was back at the backstop. Moulin rounded third. Got about halfway home. Hit the brakes. And the umpire gave him home plate. So it's 2-0 A's. Any feel on that one, George? Maybe out of play?
Could have been the ball was out of play. And it also looked like Pontoli also on third might have gotten in the way of Bryan.
I did see
or
that.
Moulin, excuse me. So that could have been the reason as well.
Very
because
weird.
It looked like he was going to go, and then Pontoli just got in the way.
Odd looking play as Bryan thinks he takes a walk. Called a strike. What a sequence here. Bryan thought he was given first base as the A's lead. That's a big run.
Huge. That's an insurance run right there. Give them a little bit of comfort, especially if you manage Don Bray in a very close game.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Bryan for out number 2. Third strikeout for Luke Guest. So Moulin steals third, scores on the wild pitch. And there's 2 out here in the top of the 5th. Hagen, the catcher, to the plate, grounded into a 4-6-3 double play to finish the 3rd. It's a hard hit ball to second. Powers, toss to Amaviska, over to Schwalbach. First pitch on Hagen is in for a strike.
Hagen also had a great throw out at first. He's great behind the plate today for the A's. Don Bray's over there smiling about it as they have the 2-0 lead.
That one gets inside for Luke Guest. It's 1-1. So hard to blame Guest here. 3 strikeouts, softly hit ball, put Moulin aboard. Pass ball and a wild pitch have scored a couple of runs for the A's in the 4th and 5th innings. One bounces away again from Bicknell. It's 2-1.
Looks like it just hit off the chest plate there, Bicknell. Took an awkward bounce in front of the plate and then just ricocheted right off.
See, when they go to Peterson here, figure he'll start the 6th. This Guest tries to get through his 2nd inning of work. 2-1 on Hagen. Way outside, 3-1.
If you're a Guest, I would resort back to that 4-seam fastball. It's worked for him throughout the ball game, especially when he's down in the count like this.
3-1, 2 outs, 2-0 A's. Still at the plate here in the 5th. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Off speed on 3-1. And Hagen was thinking with you, George. Looking fastball. Gets a breaking ball instead and swings wildly.
That's what we've seen from Luke Guest. He'd go breaking ball, then hit you with the fastball.
3-2 is way outside. It's ball 4. Hagen walks with 2 outs. Time is called as Cook steps in.
Think they're going to bring in a pinch runner for Hagen with 2 outs.
Hagen the catcher, so courtesy runner. Let him get his gear on.
It's going to be Benjamin Bryan, who's going to be pinch running for Hagen, who's going to be putting on his catcher's gear with 2 outs.
Here's Cook, singled, stole second. Back in the 4th. First pitch is a strike. 2 down. Runner at first. And I'm expecting fully a steal attempt. The 0-1 is fouled away to the left side, 0-2. More laborious 5th inning here for Luke Guest. 1 run is in. It's 2-0 A's on 2 hits in the game. There goes Bryan. Throw it on to second is late. Another stolen base for the A's. And it looks like they're building an identity here early in the PSCL season, George.
Lots of stolen bases. We saw it 4 times in the A's win over the Bombers on Saturday.
Bryan down at second now with 2 outs, 1-2 to Cook. Just misses 2-2. Base hit will presumably make this a 3-0 ball game as the A's try to build upon their early lead. 2-2, 2 outs. Here's Guest. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. So Luke Guest gets his 4th strikeout, leaves the runner at second. 1 run comes home in the top half of the 5th. The Jacks will try to get a rally going when we come back. Billy Hamm takes over for Trevor Eby, who threw 72 pitches, 43 strikes, a 60% clip.
Did amazing on the bump for the A's. If you're manager Don Bryan, you're happy with that. Allowed no runs and 6 strikeouts as well.
Here's Truss, who struck out looking against Eby in the 2nd. We'll see Billy Hamm for the first time in the bottom of the 5th. The A's lead 2-0 over the Lumberjacks in PSCL action. There's strike 2. It's 0-2. We have the Blue Sox and Coyotes coming up for you at 11:30. Double headers every single day for the next couple weeks, George. 0-2. Called strike 3. Fastball.
That's how you started off if you're Billy Hamm. Picking up where Trevor Eby left off with a strikeout to Amaviska. Now Billy Hamm getting on the board with his first strikeout of the day.
6th strikeout of the day for A's pitchers here in the bottom half of the 5th. As Hamm works quickly from the windup, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Powers also struck out in his first at-bat in the 2nd inning.
Powers the second baseman today. The 0-1. Foul tipped off Hagen's mask. Shakes it off quickly. It's 0-2. So 5 strikes out of the gate for Billy Hamm. Mejia on deck. Little in the hole. It's 7, 8, 9 in the home half of the 5th. Breaking ball. Good pitch. Didn't get a swing and miss. It's 1-2. Just 2 hits apiece. A's lead 2-0. That's hit hard out to second. Playing on one hop. Send it over to first for out number 2. Bryan low catch and quick 2 outs for Billy Hamm.
Good play from Arriaga over on second base. Being able to just toss that one up over to Bryan for the 4-3.
Arriaga stepping in for Perez as Hamm looks into Mejia, who takes strike 1. Impressive pitching from the A's to this point. With 2 down, they lead 2-0. The 0-1 ripped into the right field corner and rolling. Playing it is Cook. Strong play in right field to hold him to a single. It's a 2-out base hit for Mejia. Hardest hit ball of the day, I'd say, George.
And it looks like we have some action in the A's bullpen. Xander Bretza warming up over there for them, with Billy Hamm on the bump for the first time in the ball game.
Ball was hit very hard down the right field line. Looked like it might roll to the wall. Cook cut it off.
And a good throw from Cook to the cutoff Arriaga to hold them up at first. Mejia.
So here's Little, who singled, reached second in the 3rd inning. Mejia's going. The throw down from Hagen is late. Mejia's in with a stolen base.
Good throw from Hagen. It just took that bounce up high. And this is one of the only stolen bases I believe we've seen from the Lumberjacks all ball game. Kind of taking a little bit of notes out of Don Bray's playbook.
The 1-0's in for a strike. It's 1-1. 2 down, bottom of the 5th. The Jacks are trying to get on the board here. Shut out so far, 2-0 by the A's.
And that's what's going to help you in the PSCL is that aggressive base running, putting runners in scoring position, especially since the Lumberjacks are down 2-0 in the ball game. A base hit here will just cut the deficit in half.
The 1-1 is fouled back by Little, batting 10th and playing left field today for Sam DiMattio's club.
That's what's great about the PSCL. The extra hitters going to get these guys some more action in the box. You know, helping them develop more here in the Power Summer Collegiate League.
2-2, 2 outs. 2-0 ball game. Foul back. Strong battle from Little here. Against Billy Hamm. Truss struck out looking to lead off the 5th inning, then a grounder to second. Single from Mejia, he stole. And here's Little on 2-2. Wild swing and a miss at strike 3. Billy Hamm comes in. It's a clean 5th inning. The A's still lead 2-0. They'll come up and hit when we return. Skull checking in for Middleton comes to the plate against Jacob Peterson of the Jacks. First pitch is fouled back and away. The A's lead 2-0 here in the top of the 6th. In morning PSCL action, Nash Walker with George Hathaway. Excited to be here with you.
There's nothing better than morning baseball. Waking up, going to the ballpark. It's beautiful.
The 0-1 is inside, 1-1 from Peterson. Lanky on the mound, the right-hander. It'll be Skull, Riley, Campagna here in the top of the 6th. A's trying to tack on.
Jacob Peterson, 6'3", 170, a sophomore at Benedictine University at Mesa.
Quite a few of those guys here in the PSCL. Delay here as Peterson looks into his dugout.
Might be looking for more baseballs, I think.
I think so. Little foul back, I think 3 balls into that parking lot. So they ran out here. As Sam DiMatteo comes through with another ball for Jacob Peterson. 1-1 on Skull.
If only they fouled it back to us, Nash, you might have had some extra balls.
It's going to happen. Ball upstairs, 2-1.
He's got to be ready for it. Jump up.
We said we're going to bring our gloves. We haven't yet.
It's going to be the day we don't bring them. This day is going to happen to us. That's how it always works.
That's it. High and deep into left field. Going back on it is Little. He'll watch it fly. It's a home run for Skull. Belted to deep left field, and the A's take a 3-0 lead.
A beautiful solo shot there as it exit speed, 89 miles an hour off the bat. Good hang time up there as well.
Little went back, watched it fly. It's a solo homer for Skull.
3 straight innings. 3 straight runs in those innings for the A's as they're up 3-0.
Here's Riley 0 for 1 with a walk. He struck out in the first, walked in the fourth, reached third, didn't score. Solo homer for Skull. First homer I've seen in the PSCL, George. As Riley takes strike 1. Well, Peterson's throwing strikes, so these A's hitters know. Jump on those fastballs in the zone. There's a curveball. Strike 2. .350 down the left field line here at Palm Springs Stadium. 0-2 Riley check swing did not go. It's 1-2. .350 down the line. I projected distance, George. I'll go 380. What do you think?
I can agree with that. It's deep out there in left field.
400 to straightaway center, 350 down the line. It was like directly in the middle. Riley swings at a good slider for strike 3, and Peterson gets his first strikeout of the ball game.
It's been a great pitching duel throughout both sides. It's just the A's offense. They can hit. Both teams have 3 hits, though. So it's a relatively very even game. It's just maybe a few mistakes here, that one error from the Lumberjacks.
Yep, wild pitch, pass ball, scored both runs. First pitch to Campagna is in there. He struck out twice. Struck out looking in the first, struck out swinging in the fourth. Had trouble with Trevor Eby. It's 3-0 A's, top of the 6th. Jacob Peterson, excuse me. That's hit into left field, base hit, got jammed, but found the hole. Campagna's aboard with a single.
First hit of the day for Campagna. Which we'd like to see down the stretch in this ball game. In the top of the 6th.
1 out. Campagna now aboard. As we're going to have a substitution for Bretza, who checks out He was 0 for 2.
Jackson Irwin stepping up to the plate. We saw Bretza warming up in the bullpen earlier.
Campagna over at first. Peterson comes home. That's chopped back to Peterson. Goes to second. And trying to get back to the bag was Powers. Miscommunication between the shortstop, second baseman there. And both runners are safe. Looked like Richie was going to come grab it. Instead, Powers caught it, but he was behind the bag. So Irwin is aboard. Campagna is safe at second. There's one out here in the top of the 6th.
Dylan McKee now at the plate, subbing in for Perez.
First pitch to McKee is outside, ball 1.
A's now with a commanding 3-0 lead.
First and second, nobody out. Fastball up and in, ball 2.
Base hit here from McKee.
Time called as Big Nell goes out to chat with Peterson.
Yeah, but a base hit here from McKee could bring in Campagna to add on to this 3-0 lead. Some of those insurance runs going to make them feel a little bit more comfortable with the lead that they have.
And the way Billy Hamm looked, George, 4 runs might be enough. 3 runs might be enough for the A's at this point. Pitched just extremely well today. Zeros, 5 straight zeros posted by the A's pitching staff. First it was Trevor Eby, then Billy Hamm with a scoreless 5th. And it's 2-1 now on McKee.
Yeah, these A's pitchers woke up, ate their Wheaties, and came to deal today.
The 2-1. Inside. 3-1. Moore is on deck. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. A's have struck out 7 times today. Lumberjacks 8 times. 3-1 hitters count on McKee in his first plate appearances. And heading down to third is Campagna. He's in safely with another stolen base for the A's.
It's great base running, puts runners on the corners. Campagna 90 feet away from home.
McKee swung and missed. It's 3-2. But Campagna gives the A's yet another stolen base. Heading down to second now is Irwin. The ball is fouled off. So Irwin at first, Campagna at third, and nobody down. Full count.
I wouldn't be surprised if Irwin goes again.
Excuse me, 1 down. Riley struck out swinging. So 1 down. Also would not be surprised if the Jacks just held it, George, and let him advance. We've seen some throwdowns to second that allowed the runner from third to come in and score. Full count on McKee. Runners at the corners. Irwin does not go, and that's fouled. So curious, Irwin staying put at first on the foul ball there from McKee. A's leading 3-0, 1 out. Top of the 6th, full count. Jacob Peterson trying to keep the Jacks in this ball game. Give his offense a chance. The 3-2. In there, strike 3. Off speed. Big Nell set up outside. Peterson Smacked his glove, and that's out number 2.
Good job from the Lumberjacks pitching today with runners in scoring position, only allowing 1 run, as it's just been really good. And now 2 outs with Campagna 90 feet away from home. Let's see what they can do here.
Here's Moore. He fouls it back for strike 1. Couple of strikeouts here for Peterson. Gave up the leadoff home run to Skull. Made it a 3-0 ball game. Campagna singled. Moved up to second on the error up the middle and then stole third. And Irwin's aboard at first. They check on him. He's in safely.
Lumberjacks on their toes, especially with the great base running from the A's. Not afraid to steal whatsoever.
The 0-1 on Moore. He hits it hard into center field, going back on it. Levine makes the catch for out number 3. The A's score on a solo home run from Skull to lead off the inning. They lead 3-0. And might be the last chance for the Jacks when we come back. Six steals and a solo home run from Skull have led to a 3-0 lead for the A's as we go to the home half of the 6th. We'll believe this is the last opportunity for the Jacks to cut into this lead and try to walk this thing off against Hamm. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. Trudeau, the leadoff hitter today, is 0 for 2. He'll lead off here in the 6th. Landon Levine on deck. Pontoli in the hole. The 0-1. Popped. Out of play. It's 0-2. Billy Hamm has come in and thrown strikes. And the A's pitching staff done a wonderful job today. A tandem of Trevor Eby and Hamm working on their 6th scoreless inning here. The 0-2. Upstairs, ball 1.
It's been solid overall from this pitching staff.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 3 for Billy Hamm. And there's one out here in the bottom of the 6th.
9th combined strikeout between Eby and Hamm. Both these guys woke up feeling dangerous.
Right out of the gate. Eby got Schwalbach looking back in the first, and since then, a lot of strikeouts. One down, here's Levine. Landon Levine, 0 for 1. He struck out in the third, walked back in the first. It's 3-0 A's, bottom of the sixth. Billy Hamm on the mound in the red. That's laced up the middle. Hamm can't get a glove on it. Arriaga throws on to first. What a play! Bang, bang play at first. Good stretch from Bryan, and there's 2 down in the bottom of the sixth. Wow.
What a great throw there from Arriaga. Off the left foot, had to throw across his body, and was able to get it over to first in time. Looked like Jeter-esque kind of throw.
Outstanding play for out number 2. No errors for the A's in the field. Really button this thing up on the pitching side. First pitch to Pontoli. Paints the outer half, strike 1. What a job from Billy Hamm coming into this game. Gave up a single to Mejia, hard hit ball down the line. He stole second. Hamm escaped. That's a fastball in. 3 strikeouts already. Inning and 2/3. We'll see if they extend this game. We think this will be it for the Jacks, down 3-0. Now 2 outs. Ball's outside to Pontoli. It's 2-1. Of course, a 2-hour time limit or 7 innings. We're in the bottom of the 6th and currently at 1:58. The 2-1 on Pontoli is hit hard into right field toward the gap. That's going to roll for a while. Pontoli rounds first. He'll go to second. He's in with a 2-out double. First extra base hit of the game for the Jacks. And Schwalbach will come up with 2 outs and a chance to get the team on the board.
Both teams with 4 hits. Excuse me. The A's have 3 hits. Lumberjacks have 4. They've been unable to do anything more than that. Have been unable to score a run.
3 singles and a double for the Jacks. Schwalbach walked in the 4th, thrown out at second on a fielder's choice, 6-4. He struck out in the first, looking. And the big lefty comes up here in a run-scoring spot with his team trailing 3-0. Need a 2-out hit. As Hamm comes home, that's down and in, ball 1. Pontoli thought about it. He'll remain at second. The difference in this game, yes, a solo home run from Skull to lead off the 6th, but pass ball, wild pitch, scored 2 runs for the A's, and they've pitched extremely well. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard into left center field. Going back is Moore. Will there be a play? It's off the wall. Pontoli comes in to score. It's an RBI double for Mason Schwalbach, and the Jacks are not done yet.
Don Bray now coming to the mound. Talking things over with Hamm and Hagen.
Back-to-back doubles, hard hit balls off Billy Hamm. And Drake Bicknell is the tying run here, George. Stepping up to the plate in a 3-1 game. And this is why it matters. Jacob Peterson came in, held the damage to a minimum. Even Luke Guest did a nice job for the Jacks to keep them in this game. Now it's 3-1. Putting some pressure on the A's here. Drake Bicknell singled in the 2nd. Fielder's choice in the 4th. First pitch, down, ball 1. Richie Amaviska on deck, as there will be a pinch runner for Schwalbach coming in at second. So Mason Schwalbach checks out after the double. Nearly a 2-run homer, hit the base of the wall.
A little bit more hang time.
The 1-0 on Bicknell, big swing and a miss on a fastball up and in. 2 down. 3-1 A's, bottom of the 6th. This should be it for the Jacks. A's trying to close it out. The 1-1 on Big Nell. Way up and in 2-1.
Both of those doubles off Hamm. Off the wall there. Very deep out there.
Hit hard. 2 hard hit balls. Maybe the outside of Skull's solo homer, the hardest hit balls of the game. Here's the 2-1 on Big Nell. Fouls it back. Got a pitch to hit. Just missed it. It's 2-2. So the Jacks down to their last strike here. 2-2, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. They're trailing 3-1. After the RBI double from Schwalbach, he checked out of the game. Pinch runner over there at second. Couldn't quite get a number on the substitution. Trust us, it's not Mason Schwalbach. 2-2 from Hamm. Half swing, foul back to the screen. Bicknell protecting with 2 strikes. 5 hits on the day for the Jacks. They still trail 3-1. Out hitting the A's 5-3.
That high fastball there. Half swing from Bicknell.
Trying to stay alive here and get Richie Amaviska a chance. 2-2, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Billy Hamm. 4 strikeouts. And the A's lead 3-1. Some conversations at home. We are past the 2-hour limit as Sam DiMatteo and Casey Dill chatted up with the home plate umpire. The Jacks have taken the field, hoping for another inning here, down 3-1 in the 7th. Again, the rule is either 7 innings or a 2-hour limit. And the home plate umpire going to head over and talk to Don Bray, or maybe talk to his partner here. Looks like Bray's okay with playing another inning.
It's a close game.
Yeah, 3-1 game.
Point. One more inning. Each team gets one more shot. But there is that 2-hour time limit here as the next game on this field is at 11:30.
Bit of a standstill. And looks like we're going to play. So there will be a 7th inning. And A's in the lead, 3-1. Back out to the mound is Jacob Peterson. McKee, Bryan, Hagen due up in the top half of the 7th for the A's. There's the throw down. And looks like we'll have a pinch hitter for McKee. McKee subbed in for Mullen.
As Aiden Arriaga stepping in, left-handed batter's box.
So Arriaga, then Bryan, as far as we can see, and then Hagen. The catcher may be out of this game. Quick, first pitch. 1 out. And Schwalbach tosses it on to Jacob Peterson. And it's 1-3 on the putout, Arriaga. Here's Bryan. Remains in this game. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. First pitch on Bryan, ball inside. Don Bryan, Sam DiMatteo chatting it up. 1-0 swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Big swing there from Bryan. You can only imagine if he got some contact on that ball where it was going to be going. We've already seen 1 home run in the ball game.
1-1, 1 out. It's grounded to first, called foul. Right down the line, and Bryan has new life. It's 1-2.
Just barely fouled, too. Just hit right on the line. It's going to trickle right down the edge, too. We've already seen 6 steals from the A's in the ball game. I can only imagine if 1 runner gets on base, if we're going to see number 7.
The 1-2 swing and a miss from Bryan. Drop third strike. Throw down to first is out number 2. So Peterson gets the strikeout. And 2 quick outs. Exactly what you want to see. If you're Sam DiMatteo, his Jacks trying to get back to the bat rack. Down 3-1. They'll have 1 more opportunity in the bottom of the 7th. Stepping in now is the catcher, Hagen. Hagen grounded into a 4-6-3 double play in the 3rd. And he walked and stole second in the 5th. Takes ball 1.
Hagen's done a great job catching this morning for the A's.
1-0 in the dirt, 2-0.
He hasn't been letting a lot of pass balls go by him, keeping it in front of him. Also had a beautiful throw down to first as well earlier in the ball game.
Well documented, the A's have pitched very well, but the Jacks have kept their team in the game from the mound. And it's 3-0 now on Hagen. Cook's spot due up next. He is in the on-deck circle. 3-0 in there for strike 1. We'll see if Don Bray keeps Billy Hamm in the game. There's ball 4. So 2-out walk for Hagen, and nobody warming in the A's bullpen. So it looks like it will be Billy Hamm, George, to close this one out in the bottom half. A's are trying to tack on, though. And it's a 2-out walk, and here's Cook. Three to 1. Top of the 7th. A's in the lead. They're up now. See if Hagen takes off. He stole back in the 5th. First pitch strike on Cook. High strike. It seemed like he was so sure about it.
Looks like that's going to be Sebastian Moore coming in to pinch run for Hagen. Getting him ready, putting him in the catcher's gear. We've seen that happen already.
Good catch, George. Moore in for Hagen. The 0-1 fouled away. It's 0-2. Cook struck out swinging in the 5th. He singled and stole in the 4th. Was cut down at the plate with the bases loaded. 0-2, 2 outs. A's in front, 3-1. Way outside, ball 1.
Good jump up from Bicknell there. Popped up and was able to get that ball before it could have done anything else.
We have a rogue umbrella in the stands. Getting windy here in Palm Springs. Breaking ball. Just missed. What a pitch from Jacob Peterson. And it's 2-2.
Huge
Wow.
pitch here from Peterson. Hopefully we'll close out the inning.
2-2, 2 outs. Ball up and out, 3-2. Count runs full. Three-two, 2 outs. A's lead 3-1, top of the 7th. With Andrew Moore at first, he goes, and that's fouled down the left field line and out of play.
Right over the Coyotes players warming up over there on the concourse, getting loose.
Coyotes Blue Sox coming up right after this one. As the A's lead 3-1. 3-2, inside, ball 4. Peterson misses. Moore heads down to second, and the lineup will turn over as Skoll steps in. Skoll hit a solo home run to lead off the 6th inning, and all of a sudden trouble for Jacob Peterson trying to keep this a 2-run game.
That home run from Skoll tracked at 367 feet out of the ballpark.
What did you say, George? I said 380.
Yeah, 380.
Just shy. Just
A
shy
little
of 380. First pitch to Skoll's in there for a strike. 2 down. Runners at first and second now after a pair of 2-out walks. Amaviska trusts Powers due up in the home half of the 7th. In the Jacks' final opportunity. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back. And out of play. Was waiting for a loud sound at the top of our box, but we never got it, so I assume it's behind us.
Probably somewhere in the parking lot.
0-2 on Skoll. Peterson looks in from the stretch. Couple of shakes. Long look. Finally comes set. The 0-2. Just misses high, 1-2.
Top inside corner right there. Looked close. Right on the outside edge.
1-2, 2 down. Runners at first and second. A's trying to add on. The 1-2 hits him. The bases are loaded here with 2 outs. And Riley will come up for the 4th time.
Riley looking to get his first hit. And it looks like it's going to be a meeting on the mound.
DiMatteo comes out. Chat with his pitcher with the bases loaded.
Nobody warming up either side. They're going to keep Peterson in.
So here's Riley. Up for the A's. They have a 3-1 lead. Top of the 7th. This is our final inning. 2 outs. Juiced up. Skoll at first. Cook at second. Moore is running for Hagen at third. Riley on the day 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. That one bounces away from Big Nell, but he's able to corral it just in time, keep the runners at bay.
Two outs, bases loaded. We've seen a similar situation with Ortega earlier in the ball game, who only allowed 1 run, and that came in the 4th inning when bases were loaded.
So Riley chopped up the third baseline on 1-0. It's 1-1. Sam DiMatteo coming out to talk to his pitcher once more. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change. So Peterson checks out, gripping his right fist, George. And we'll take a short break. When we come back, pitching change. Base is still loaded, 1-1 to Riley. Owen Powers is on to pitch. Unfortunately, Jacob Peterson left with an injury. So the bases are loaded. It's a 1-1 count to Riley here in the top half of the 7th. A's lead 3-1. They're still batting here. Trying to add on. Owen Powers, right-hander. High pants, high socks. The 1-1. In there for strike 2. Jack's trying to keep this game in reach. Riley calls time on 1-2. So Jacob Peterson leaves the game gripping his right fist. Powers steps off. Back and forth here between pitcher and hitter. The sun umbrellas are out, George, at Palm Springs Stadium.
Some gusts of wind have taken a few of them as well. But the breeze feels nice here with the warm weather that we have.
The 1-2. In there for strike 3, and Owen Powers comes in, throws a couple strikes, and Riley is down looking. The Jacks have one more opportunity, trailing 3-1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Xander Bretza is on to try to close this one out for the A's. They lead 3-1 here in the home half of the 7th. Bretza started this game as the extra hitter. Now into pitch, gets a swing and a miss from Richie Amaviska. It's 0-1. Billy Hamm checks out a couple of innings, back-to-back doubles. He gave up a run in the 6th. Amaviska fouls that back. It's 0-2. Hamm struck out 4, pitched behind Trevor Eby, who struck out 6 over 4 scoreless innings. And Bretza's on, trying to make quick work of the Jacks here in their final chance. That's a called strike 3. Amaviska's down looking. That's the first out.
11th strikeout on the day combined from Eby, Hamm, and Bretza. His first one coming just now to Amaviska, but it's just been a great day for the A's. If you're Don Bray, you can only be happy with your pitching staff.
Here's Truss swinging a miss at a fastball up. Electric stuff from Bretza, and he's working quickly. Grabs the ball, he's ready to go. Truss is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. That's fouled back. It's 0-2. 5 straight strikes out of the gate for Xander Bretza. And he's getting the ball and
he's not messing around.
Throwing immediately. 0-2. Hit into right field. Falling quickly will land foul. And Truss takes a quick spin.
He had Cook, Arriaga, and Bryan all going after that ball over in foul territory.
Truss struck out looking twice. He's now down 0-2 to Xander Bretza. Mentioned Bretza had a couple of hits in the A's first game. The A's won that game. The 0-2. Laced into left field. That'll get down for a hit. Playing it on one hop is Moore. And on 0-2, Truss is aboard with a 1-out single.
Very close ball game here.
Tying run now at the plate, and Powers, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bretza from the stretch, swing and a miss from Powers. 1 out, A's lead 3-1, bottom of the 7th. The Jacks get a 1-out single from Truss, and checking on the runner, Bretza, and that rolls away, and Truss is going to move up to second. Well, that run doesn't necessarily matter. It's a 2-run lead. But nonetheless, Truss will move up to second on a throwing error from the pitcher, Bretza. And Hagen's going to come out and talk to his pitcher. Quick tap on the back from Hagen, who's in yellow catching gear today. Looks a little funky on top of the red.
Can't miss him, though, out there on the field.
Mejia is on deck. He singled and stole back in the 5th. First, it's Powers, down 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Bretza pounding the zone.
Beautiful breaking ball right inside. Curved in.
Truss got it off the end of the bat. Looped it into left field. He's aboard. He's now down at second. And caught leaning, but nobody there for Bretza to throw to. Cat and mouse game. For Bretza, that run really doesn't matter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Waves at a fastball outside of the zone. There's 2 down. And the A's are 1 out away from securing a victory here. 2 strikeouts from Bretza, the 12th of the afternoon for Don Bray's A's club. Here's Mejia. Takes ball 1 outside. Mejia. Hard hit ball down the right field line. Held to a single in the 5th. It was a good play and right by Cook. The 1-0. In there for strike 1. 2 down. A's lead 3-1, trying to close it out here in the bottom half of the 7th. Jacob Mejia, the extra hitter, in the left-handed batter's box. Chopped over the head and to second base. Thrown on to first for out number 3. The A's close it out behind Xander Bretza. And Don Bray is 2-0 on the season. It's a 3-1 victory over the Jacks. Fun game to call here, George. Any last thoughts?
Great start for the A's. 2-0 now on the season. Has to do with great management from Don Bray. And, of course, the pitching was immaculate today. 12 total strikeouts. And they're looking to continue that as well. We got another great game coming up. Blue Sox Coyotes coming up soon. Nash and I will be on the call there as well.
Trevor Eby was outstanding. 4 scoreless innings, 6 strikeouts to start this game for the A's. They gave up just 1 run. They scored 3 on 3 hits. For the Jacks, 1 run on 5 hits. They had 2 errors in the field. Again, the final A's 3.